Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey everyone, this is Charlie here with another message of encouragement and love, compassion, gratitude, appreciation of just being here in this beautiful setting and having all this beautiful energy around me. And I would like to start this understanding off of me encouraging through appreciation. Um, Truly appreciation where I'm at and the energy around me, Eric. But the biggest thing I've been encouraged to share is appreciating the ancestral ones around me. Not trying to tell Eric stuff either, but Eric and I, since the last video I made, my mother went back into non-physical. His mother's went back into non-physical. And I was stirred up with some emotions that were so appropriate. I didn't even know I was still carrying them. That's the beauty of it. Is realizing that the ones that were ahead of us were just helping us be who we are right now. And I want to send out that gratitude for my mother, Eric's mother, and all the mothers out there that are in the physical or non-physical, with appreciation that they were doing their best to teach us the best way they could. And I realized the situation when I went to my mother's up there, I was drawn back around my sisters, and the appreciation I had for my sisters, even though energy-wise we might not resonate with each other, I still appreciate the fact everything that we experienced together and learned together, and I have such appreciation for that. And I'm allowing myself to feel whatever emotion that is that I need to feel with going through all that. But the biggest thing that the emotions that I felt through all this, the more I've shared out this out loud, the more love we have in here, the more love we have out here. But it's also, the higher we raise our vibration, the more I believe that we understand what challenges that we have took on, and what we're truly transmuting back into a higher understanding of unconditional love. Because I really feel this, and to my higher self, is that we're just a beautiful, beautiful expression of the all, having this expression as Charlie, and then we can put all these labels on there that we want to put on, because they're all just understandings, and I appreciate that. But the biggest thing is I'm realizing that everything does come within. The healings do come within. Everything that I've allowed myself to experience in this lifetime, and especially what I'm transmuting, is from within. Is the more love I find here and the more time I take to look within, and realizing that I can release any belief and release it back into the all for the highest good of the all, because it was just an understanding that I took on for that time. And time is all illusion anyways. And then you realize how connected our soul is into this and to that, and realizing that the beauty of it is as I'm sitting here where I'm at, I mean, this beautiful, I have the sun. She's got her own vibration she's putting off. She has her own consciousness. But I realize the water has its own consciousness. The grass around me is having its own experience of being born, being renewed, letting herself, like with the springtime. As we see the brown, our leaves, they lose their leaves. The trees, they lose their leaves to let the new come in. And as we release these beliefs, we're able to embrace who we truly are through who we remember we are and through our lessons. So as we release these beliefs, just like the trees releasing their leaves that no longer benefit them, as we release that and allow them to fall wherever they may fall, but with love, compassion, gratitude, because we're understanding that we're stepping into the new, whatever that new is. But the new starts within you, on the inside of who you are, by feeling it. And as you feel it, then you allow yourself to be it. Anyways, we got a short message today because today Eric's getting ready to leave. I'm getting ready to leave in the morning to go some places. So it's really, I'm going to let them come through and share what they need to share. But the main thing is I want to share and understand is that we're all in this together. I have such love and appreciation from each and every one of you. And it's okay for us now to be at a time where we release these beliefs that no longer serve us, no matter what they are, no matter what name you put on, no matter what understanding, because they're just say belief. And if you're brave enough to step out of that, I'm just an example of what you could be. Just an example. But it's so important that you understand it from your perspective, not mine. But I appreciate the ones that take the time to listen, because as we truly understand, I'm just here and encouraging you. If it's something resonates with what we're talking about today, it's for your higher good. If it doesn't resonate, there's still a lesson there. So I'm just learning to have trust and faith, true trust and faith in who I am by how it feels. And if it doesn't feel right, I don't do it anymore. If that means I stand out by myself, who cares? Or who gives a fuck? Whatever word you like to go with. But the more you realize that you're not going to put your happiness on whether you have this condition or not, because you're worthy and deserving by just being. And that's just a condition. And if you have to have that condition to be happy, ask yourself what that's about. And that's no judgment, because we're all worthy and deserving, and we're all here to explore and to embrace who we are, but through that unconditional love that we truly are. So we can transmute all these challenges that we took on as that individual and transmute that back into that higher understanding of unconditional love. It's just an experience. Just an experience. Anyways, I have such love and appreciation for each and every one of you. And remember, we're all in this together. We're all in this together. And remember how fucking amazing and awesome you are. Anyways, I'm going to let them come in now. We are the Arcturians. We're so honored to be here in this moment of understanding of this illusion that you're allowing yourselves to embrace as just these conditions that you're allowing yourself to step out of. Step out. Be that brave soul that you are. It's time to embrace who you are as this understanding of transformation, of rebirth, regenerating yourself into that higher understanding of unconditional love that you truly, truly are. As we're here and observing each and every one of you, and as you go through your challenges, you have the angels that are here encouraging you. You have the different galactic brothers and sisters that are here encouraging you, your ancestral guides. Today we would like to talk about the ancestrals of who you truly are, and the aspect of who you truly are, of this consciousness that you truly are, this consciousness of love, pure love, pure love. And as we understand of this energy that's coming in at this time from different understandings, from the central sun, the photon belt, as this energy comes in, It is lighting areas of your understanding that do not benefit you as that singular understanding and as the collective. And as we have encouraged you here, and as we share, encouraged Charlie to share his understandings of what he's allowed himself to step out of by understanding they were just beliefs, and our physical body loves you enough to take on these beliefs and let them manifest in your body, because truly who you are is just your physical body is a manifestation of your soul to have this physical experience. And now as you embrace mind, body, and soul as one, and learn to love and appreciate your body and all your challenges that you have took on as just part of your understanding, then you'll allow that energy to be transmuted back into that higher understanding of unconditional love. And then you'll realize that that energy no longer serves you, but you have such, as we observe, we don't want to put project, as we observe, you'll learn in time, you'll have such love for all these conditions that you took on. And as you take the time to look within, to feel what these conditions were meant and what they were trying to teach you as the collective, as the consciousness that you are, you'll realize why you picked the family you picked, why it was so important that you embrace that family you picked, whether you resonate with them or not, because part of some of the experiences is allowing yourself to be brave enough to step away from these conditions that no longer serve you. But as you step away, you're not stepping away with that judgment of being better or worse than that. It's understanding, and worse is just a word that Charlie could find. Really, it's just a condition that works or doesn't work. And when you allow yourself to be brave enough to step into your desires, your dreams, your manifestations, because the universe can put them in front of you, but it's still up to your free will whether you want to step into that or not. Are you brave enough to step into your new understanding? Because as you step into that, you realize you're leaving behind these understandings that no longer benefit you, and they could have all sorts of names like government, medicine, family, friends, lovers, wives, husbands, all conditions that are manipulating who you are. And as you embrace who you are, you'll realize you don't want to manipulate anything, and you don't want anything manipulating you as that I amness that you are. And that's our understanding as we observe and watch you go through your challenges and take on them beliefs with such vigor, such passion, that believing this is who you are. And then watch you evolve, and watch the little individuals. When we say little, you really have no idea how big you truly are. But as you release these feelings and release these conditions that you believe were who you are, and you took it on with all that compassion and love of unconditional love, that was who you are. And as you learn to release them, and we watch how brave you truly are, and why you took on this family lineage, why you took on these conditions. You didn't take them on to defeat them. You took them on to transmute them back into that higher understanding of unconditional love. Unconditional love. And then as you understand yourselves, and we've shared this before, like little individuals, You have the little sun in the middle, as we call the sun in the middle, and you have the proton, neutrons, electrons, all the little things going around look like little planets. And then you have all that space in between called dark matter. Consciousness is what we prefer, our quantum. Quantums. It's a whole nother understanding of what quantum, because when you understand quantum, it's basically another word for us as we're observing as consciousness. And as you speak into that cell, as you stand in front of that body and say, I love you. We're in this together. Should we do this? Should we do not? When you start communicating with that body can communicate with you back, and then you realize that body is just a representation of everything around you is working with you, and you learn to communicate with it as it being part of you. You're teaching it, it's teaching you. As we are around you, encouraging you to take on your journey, and as we cheerlead, we're like, yeah, you could do it, you could do it, you could do it. You have all the angels like, you could do it. Then you start realizing you have all your ancestral guides around there saying, yes, step out of them beliefs. They were just what we thought we were. Step out of them. Be brave. Be brave. You are brave. Fear. What is fear? False evidence of alternative reality. But it's your understanding. Your understanding. And it's so it's so important for you as that individual to embrace it with the fearlessness that you truly are. The fearlessness, but not because you want to conquer anything, because you realize how connected you are to each and every aspect around you. And as you are able to feel us and understand you have all this energy around you, in time, you will be able to see us. You'll be able to see us. And you'll see us as another expression of unconditional love, encouraging each other to remember that. And you'll realize why we are here. As you evolve, we evolve. That's how connected we truly are. As you evolve, we evolve. Now you're at a time of understanding, which is an illusion, because it's all about vibrations. As you embrace who you are and able to raise your vibration, which we talked about, meditating, being with whatever encourages you to be one with yourself. We've talked about plant medicines, all this, but when you truly understand, meditating is one of the best ways we would encourage you to connect with who you are. By saying, I matter, put that intentions. I will sit with myself to understand who I am. I will sit with myself and understand, and remember, trust the process, because you're at a time of understanding where it's about true faith and trust. And remember, everything's working out for your highest good, and the more you embrace that, you'll remember why. No matter what challenging the ones are next to you are going through, it's happening for their highest good, it's happening for their highest good, and then you trust how it feels to you, that expression of the I am. If this is the right place for you to be, if this is not the right place for you to be, by how it feels. And as we've also encouraged you, if you're ever at a time or in a place where you're not sure if this is the right thing for you, stop for a minute. Breathe into yourself. Is this for my higher good? And then truly breathe into yourself. And if you don't get that feeling, and you'll know that feeling from your own perspective, trust it. Trust it. You are your own guidance system. You are your own guidance system. But we can share this with you. We can encourage you. But it's up to you as that individual to accept that and then trust your guidance. Because if you trust your guidance, then you're leading yourself into the path that you're supposed to be on. And then you'll realize when you drift off, that's part of the lesson. I wasn't trusting my intuition, but that's okay because I've been looking so much on the outside, and it's a process of going within. It's a process. And the more you go within, the more you trust your guidance. That's why we encourage you each and every day to wake up to who you are and take the time to connect with who you are, and then allow your day to evolve, because it's all going to evolve for your highest good. And when you're being challenged, to be able to sit back and ask yourself, what is this trying to help me understand about who I am? And then be vulnerable enough with yourself to embrace that. And if feelings come up, feel them feelings. Feel them so they can be released. Because moving into the higher energies, as you call ascending, is about releasing all the energies that no longer serve you, so you can allow yourself to be who you truly want to be. That I amness, and to have these experiences now from a higher state of consciousness. Play, fun, joy. You still would have challenges, but you'll always understand it's for my highest good, so they won't feel like anymore like they're being done to you, because your ego will be like that child that you put on your shoulder, loved, appreciated, and allowed itself to know, okay, we're going into the unknown. But the unknown is how we expand. By staying in these assorted boxes, whatever names you want to put on, they might have benefited you in one of the times because you understand that box brought you a certain amount of security. But then you ask yourself, how are you truly evolving by staying in this condition when it doesn't feel good anymore? We have such love and appreciation for each and every one of you for taking this journey on, for allowing yourself to be in this time of understanding, of this time of transmuting, of ascending. Truly allow yourself to ascend by allowing yourself to be the new to who you are, by remembering you're always learning and you're always teaching. It's all mutual. It's all mutual. Eric, any questions today?
Nope, that is all.
We have such love and appreciation, and we appreciate having this time to encourage each and every one of you. And remember, you're worth the effort. You're so worth the effort. And you have so much support, so much love around you. And it's time that y'all start loving and supporting each other from your higher perspective of love, unconditional love. But the more you find that within yourself, the more you have to share with others. But you'll be sharing it from loving them enough to have their own experience, by encouraging them that they will, in their understand what all these experiences mean to who they are. And as they embrace that, the ripple goes out. It's safe to be who you are in this expression of understanding. And now we're going to drop a bomb on y'all before this is how we're going to end this. And it's not a bomb because we put this download with Charlie just recently. Because, you just had your Easter. You had your Easter as a time of reincarnation, resurrection, where you're being born again. But part of being born again is allowing the old to go away. And you'll understand that the masters that have been around, like Jesus, Buddha, Charlie, like Saint Germain, Mother Mary, all of them are just expressions that took the time to go within to understand who you are. And you realize that as they understood who they were, so when they come in contact with others by the energy that they put off, they felt safe to truly understand who they are. And as we believe, and we're going to just share our perspective, we believe Jesus healed others, right? Or Emmanuel, or whatever name you want to put on him. No, when they come in contact with him, they realized they could feel safe with who they were because he was feeling safe with who he was. And by being around his energy, whether it was conscious or subconsciously, they were remembering how they could heal their self, that I amness that they are. As much as Jesus loves being appreciated for having that healing property, it was all about him being who he is. And as he came in contact with others, it encouraged them to be who they are. And as he would share with them their healing, but he would go back, don't tell others. It wasn't because he did not want them to share. It's just when they go around others where their vibration was at, in their understanding, there was no way that that could happen. There was no way that could happen that way. But that's part of being able to transmute all these conditions back into unconditional love. But it starts with that one spark of saying, I matter, and then the ripple goes around saying, realizing that we all matter as that one consciousness that we are, but different perspectives of that consciousness on their own unique journey of remembering and reconnecting with who they truly are. And now we put that perspective out there for you to embrace that. And it's all right for you to think however you want to think about that. But when you truly understand everything starts within, that's just an example from what we're sharing and from what we have observed of what true unconditional love within yourself and how that truly radiates out into the collective. But the one thing why Charlie, and we want to share this out loud, why Charlie admires the masters that talked to him, because they helped him understand what it meant to take the time to understand who you are. And how can you not admire all these aspects that took the time? But here's the thing about it is, as much as you admire all these aspects around you, we call masters, that's truly who you are. Masters of love. We have such love and appreciation for each and every one of you. And remember, Charlie says this all the time, you're fucking awesome. And we appreciate having this time to share these messages with you. And remember, you're worth the effort. Be brave. Be brave.